What up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So on tonight, we're going to be continuing on a part 2 of the flatbed build, getting this thing 100% done. I did receive a massive amount of criticism on Instagram and on the comment section on the first video of, I guess everyone thought we were just going to leave it kind of like the way it is and not actually do any kind of finishing back here, but indeed we are going to go ahead and finish it out. So we made it back from Royal King. All of our parts are still in the bed of the truck. I actually have to get those out, and I thought about it. But we've got some cardboard here. I'm actually going to make everything out of cardboard first, and then we're going to lay the cardboard on top of our steel. Take some soapstone that I picked up and make all the cuts, tack it up, and go from there. But first, I'm going to take... I do have to trim a little bit more off the frame back here because it does stick out ever so slightly from behind the bed. That's my fault. I cut this too short, but Cole's got this pretty well cleaned up here. We're going to need to clean up just maybe just a tick more. But other than that, we're going to get the frame cut up here, and I'm actually going to weld these spring brackets to the frame and get that all done. So we're going to get to that. So I just welded up the back side of the frame here where we actually had to trim it, and I wanted to go ahead and reinforce these spring buckets a little bit. I had to reinforce the spring buckets, being that I trimmed them a little bit. They should be fine. We're not doing any towing, we're not doing any heavy towing, so I'm not really worried about it. I just want to lay a couple beads in there. So now I'm going to get our 3" by 3" square tubing and put it probably underneath the bottom of the frame somewhere. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it exactly yet. And we're going to get the, wherever I put it, the 2" by 2" receiver and get it mounted in here, and then we're going to work on building our back plate. But before we do all that, we'll probably go to get our cardboard cut and make a back of it right here before we get too far into it. Alright, Cub Scouts, so I have made enough cardboard to go around the back of the bed, basically, so we're duct taping it all together-ish to kind of give me a rough idea of what I want it to look like and what size to cut our metal out to put it back here and kind of get the design of, you know, about how far down we're going to go. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure I've got enough metal there. We've got an 18 inch. It's going to go down about 18 inches. So just barely is going to cover just a skosh. Just barely going to cover our leaf spring there. I might trim that up a little bit, but we might go a little bit longer than 18 inches. Not a big deal. But all this put together and taped onto the bed of the truck, and I can get some ideas of how I want to angle the sides and stuff like that. So tape it all up. Got the cardboard all mocked up thanks to the help of Austin and Austin. We're going to kind of get an idea of what kind of angles I want to bring it down and then go around there of how I want to do it. I'm not 100% sure yet, so I'm probably going to look up a little bit more on the internet before I make complete cuts, and then use my permanent markers to kind of get an idea of what I want to do. We're definitely going to have this piece right here straight down like you see it right there, so that's not really going to change. But the biggest reason I want to do all this, we can kind of get an idea of what kind of angles I want to see right here. So I'm going to try that first before we start going too crazy, because I don't want to be too close to the tire because it's right there at it, and then we'll be able to figure out what we're going to do from here. All right. So we've got some cardboard cuttage done, went down. It's all over the place. There's a dead cardboard man somewhere, but we've got some angle on our flatty, and it looks good. We got both sides all done. it's about I like it about where it's at. It looks decent. So that's all done. It looks like doo-doo right now because it's made out of cardboard, but we've got some LED lights that they're countersunk lights that are gonna go in there. We're gonna do 2 brake lights per side of the bed. Probably like right here and then right there, and then I've got a LED somewhere in here. I don't know where it went, but I've got an LED tag light that's also gonna go right here and put the tag right in the middle, which would be nice. Then I'm gonna hang our hitch right below there, so it's actually gonna turn out really, really nice. So now that I've got all this done, I'm gonna take my measurements. We're gonna start cutting on the plate of steel there and get that all ready to go, and then we are pretty much gonna start welding her up. So we're gonna get all the cardboard cut apart now and lay it out on the steel. There you go. And see what we got going on. So I'm gonna clean up our mess right here. Don't need our markers anymore because I've got don't need the markers anymore because I've got some soapstone we're gonna use to write on our plate of steel here. We've got our square and our straight edge right there. We're gonna get rid of all this cardboard so we don't have a fire happening. Definitely need our measuring apparatus. Alright, so I got a first piece cut. She's down there ready to go. We had to change some oxygen bottle up there for Medea. Now we're gonna write down this on here. What did I say this was? 48 and a half or something? Ooh.
Something like that.
Ooh, that's 48 and a freaking quarter. That's on the money.
Be close.
For the lid. For the lid.
light some stuff on fire with that.
Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse of us getting all the cutting, grinding, everything getting ready to go. I've got the hitch welded into the frame. We're gonna take, since we have a two-piece back part, kind of weld it around the hitch. I don't really plan on taking this bed off anytime soon, so if we do ever have to take it off, we'll just have to cut it around the hitch right there. But the hitch is welded in the frame, so when we do decide to do tug of wars or anything like that in the future, which will probably happen very, very soon, or tow anything, if this thing for some reason turns back into a tow rig, we'll be able to, because we'll have a hitch actually welded to the frame that is not going to go anywhere. So with that being said, I'm going to have Austin hold the camera, and I'm going to hang our first side of the bed up there and tack it on there so we can see what we're working with.
You might have to help. You might have to help him a little bit.
Where at? Cole.
We're gonna help him. She looks good.
I'll hold this side, you hold that side. You got it? Yeah. Alright, that side's holding. Thank you very much. Let's hold this. Oh, I think I welded it stuff. Okay. We've got the entire back of the truck all on, tacked in place. I'm going to weld out everything around the hitch down here. We're going to finish tacking everything down to get these seams nice and lined up, because the metal did bow on us. We're going to have to fill these gaps by tacking them up as we go along. So we're going to get everything tacked out so it doesn't warp on us. So while that's happening, I'm going to get a time lapse set up and you guys can see me weld out the entire truck, so hold tight. So we've got the entire bed 100% welded out. The tops are all done. Across the top, nice pretty welds up there. Got all of our corner pockets are all welded out, nice and neat right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All 100% welded out and done. I'm gonna get my license plate mounted on here and then get the holes drilled. Well, we're gonna have to line them up with the lights. I'm kinda gonna go on a slanted angle with the lights facing towards the inward and then mount my tag light right up here with the tag right here above the hitch. So we're gonna get that done now. So hope you guys like that sweet ass time lapse of me welding this thing out. It was all in all about 25 minutes of welding. So it turned out really great. So we're gonna get the holes cut in the bed and get this thing finished up tonight. Probably deal with wiring another day, but I wanna get this thing 100% done with torches and everything else, because as you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, Bruce_afterhours, and follow me on Snapchat, AfterHourDiesel, you would know that we picked the torch setup from my dad's shop and borrowed it from him. I actually have a torch tank, oxygen and acetylene tanks, but I don't have any torches or hoses, so I borrowed his tanks and everything, so I gotta take those back tomorrow. So I'm gonna get these holes cut now so we can take those all back to him tomorrow. We've got the license plate all bolted up. I've got my tag light in there. I've made an executive decision to go to my friend's place in Dade City. And instead of using a torch to cut this out, these perfect holes that literally had to be perfect for this, I don't want to risk messing up the plate. I probably should have cut the holes in that before I put the plate on here, but I didn't. So with that being said, I'm gonna go to Dade City tomorrow, use the old hand signals for going to town because we live in Zephyrhills. I'm gonna go to Dade City tomorrow and ask my buddy that has a plasma cutter at his shop and maybe some hole saw so we can actually make these look really, really nice going in the bed, so I don't have to worry about redoing or replacing this panel again. It is kind of off down there on the bottom a little bit, so while I'm there, we're gonna take his plasma cutter and make one nice clean cut all the way across the bottom. But guys, I know it looks unpainted, it looks ugly right now, but it turned out freaking phenomenal. And once we get those lights put in there, I think it's gonna look sick. The license plate's all ugly and kind of dented up and stuff like that, but I'm happy with the way that looks. I don't want this thing to look brand new. It's a farm truck, you know, with a stack in the bed. So, but I don't want to look brand new, so we're not even gonna paint it. Maybe throw a little bit of light black paint on it just so it doesn't rust out completely, but it does look great. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. That is pretty much a wrap for tonight. If you guys haven't followed us, we've been doing a lot of stuff. Cletus with his C6 Corvette project. Tomorrow, guys, look forward to the next video. We're going to pick up a new project for the channel. Give you a hint, it's not diesel. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And go to ahdracing.com, grab your merch, and hit that like button. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys are happy with it now that it's finished out. I'm going to be posting up a lot of pictures on Instagram, so go check it out there, Bruce_afterhours. We're going to be putting the mud tires on it after we finish here with you guys with the film. And check it out on Snapchat, AfterHourDiesel, for all the behind-the-scenes stuff. So make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, guys. We'll catch you later. Peace out.